that some people still, even though that particular scotch they pass, they still they pass everywhere, they create problems. But still we not go tire for advice Leonians them for make sure say then take all necessary measures for let it can well business per week. With that we really get for make sure say with the same messages because like kuna plenty of the followers the week you always say live way are there and people and way they oversee and you know how Saloma mentality when you send message to her you tell them say this sickness they will make sure they will believe pass where we they tell them I want give una a rundown but the fundraising possibly they say no sound una they get me I don't really know uh I be go tombo I go see a very serious situation why maybe we focus on that CHO I know what it takes or what it mean for let government send person and then kind remote society you sacrifice everything you go station there you dey treat belle woman dem I understand how dangerous it can be wey woman can dey per belle na Sierra Leone they go make that side dey the woman dey based on the information why I get I say dem say something happen they go with person the woman say let them go to a first na police station now from that hangar they go burn the hospital go na in house clear all wetin e get I come raise a campaign for let we assist them because at times we person they go clear and not get anything currently say they say one sleepers he talk to policeman them for he dey afraid na woman you know how woman can afraid first then go secure am before they sleep na in the CHO community health officer na that place they one dey very very important you get plenty people them wey they really destroy but me not too focus on them let we try for make let it feel happy so wetin don happen based on that campaign wey I raise there you get philanthropist them I know plenty of una dey wan do am but we know the country now some man can just come on board and bring up something for make money for himself some man can wan do am but e no too believe and some man can wan do am again back but e no get the upper hand I get some few followers them wey greatly assist for that woman dey the followers the way they na this blog they raise about 1.7 million yes 1.7 million that na bloggers them followers them me we sit down we make out with the initiative me self pledge 200,000 as soon as know me na a very poor guy but at times if we say pass we gently before ever we get for take the necessary steps at times e no go possible so with me I don't get about 1.9 million and I plan for travel go Pujo so I no go one which time they wait for others for let them contribute so I don't decide for call am tomorrow me for don travel go Tombo for go Giam but honestly I dey afraid I not collect for travel inside the public transport them like afraid so me don't telephone am for like am until in a medical person they know how it go take the preventive measures for come meet me na me house and we go we come tomorrow I will come live let una get some message from her and how he appreciates the one them you get person in a salon there he donate 1 million leos I get a name anyway but in business name really as I win a song kai and family then you get another man when a squire J Koroma I don't really know the country where they out of the country send 500,000. Mohammed Warite instead of free Tony Day, he sent 150,000. Then another person in our Talo, he sent 50,000. Then myself add 200,000. So this so we just get for sure and for let we just talk so we appreciate the work and what they do. Now just because we get different people and we get different minds at times like but if now police station you're supposed to understand. But why you forgo to that extent you go burn hospital. And if you go burn the hospital, you're not glad again. You move to the medical officers in place. Una go vandalize everything, cater ahead, take away all waiting again. It be so sad. That woman, anytime so far possible, you want to talk to her, make you want cry. But anyway, we don't raise this to her for her. So we come, we go get. So let me come to the topic where I say I will come for let we can discuss. And not to me alone get for do my owner get for call and let we analyze the president in speech. This particular speech where the president do, it really relieve Sierra Leoneans. But before ever I start for take calls from Una, let's try by if I go able to get Kutubu Kroma because I'm sure it will get small issue with the SF. Let's try forget time. Let's explain to Una if possible one may make let it talk, may analyze something, how you go about the process. You just the write in the comment column say la add you up. When you say la add you up, I dey send message to you with me private Facebook account. While send the message, you self get for reply. It is only when you reply I go able call you. So I will call you. Then today this net I get for make sure say na just for 2 minutes. Supposing if you plan for can talk, you for make sure say you get the message and the way you come, you know go there for quite too long. Let's try by if I go able get Mr. Kroma. Well, something another. Okay, Vamunya, if you say 5 minutes. Hello, sir.
What's up, boss?
Yeah,
What's up?
yeah. You be the try for call me, but I be there live, and I be really don't.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was let's try fix a day. We'll talk about all the TR the president don't do because
you did live now.
We need for help the president.
Yeah. You did live now.
You know,
you
I mean, the president has done very well, and if I'm the broadcaster, you're promoted and also you get for act on this very quickly.
Okay.
For example, we start with investigations now. Tombo, ENMA, who said that keep in place the lotion that they start.
Okay.
For send the message.
Okay.
Because waiting happen today, clearly I tell you today, and I support the president. Today I don't define terrorism for people there, and the president was very nice where you saw it.
Okay. So
okay.
Hello, I don't link you live now. And you get some amount of followers currently where they listen you. Now this is speech being I wonder we can analyze the topic for focus on that.
Oh, yes. Okay, good.
I will give you something like 10 to 15 minutes. Then self will come in, then come do some suggestion and analyze, make comment. Then I will call you back. Then we can do everything. So what's now your impression towards the entire speech?
Well, for actually the president thank you. Finally, common sense don't prevail over opportunistic calculations. Finally, the president could not come out from the cocoon of silence or darkness. Can confront, the existential quagmire when they face the nation head on. Wait till the president don't do, he don't draw the line at the white sand, don't draw the line. They don't make clear people know enough is enough. Okay? Now just get one way with the ground, one way. We either go the right way, or we prepare for face the baptism of fire. Right way is this. Everybody will they start from Ion party, now they will go first. This is not to APC business no more.
Yeah.
Will they go to Ion party? The one day the I call it the Benghazi boys say where did they? The Paul Park guys say where did they? The Arata, the one they call themselves Arata, in need for let them know say, Saliona a country of laws. In need for let them understand that. That they start, then Christian they say, charity be used at home. That they begin. Then across the board, then say you don't know how to play. Me, as far as I be concerned, I'm not interested in international community coming for get involved in domestic and foreign policy in the country. No. Because the international community, they come out from countries, they don't countries in a law and order and any work day. America and law and order they work day. England and law and order they work day. European Union countries, na they work day. ECOWAS and law, so Salon and law and order. Waiting they happen so, them guy they are so they don't push and they push for them to the limit of see where we're at. Emulated what Catholic commander have clearly say no, I don't blame not to understand my commander the problem. APC the problem there because they refuse to get rid of this monster so they refuse to get rid of this troublemaker so they refuse to get rid of this megalomania where na in the sponsor every criminal violence as alone for APC and my commander that me broadcasting now in the ground if they use that one so that way that way you go in the naive they feel say go face the baptism of fire where they come up at the commission of inquiry and that accounts for why the facts will not take place in you need for release that white paper. Now that's all the start. So going forward, as far as we concerned, yesterday a new dawn, yesterday a new president a president where they can use the constitution of the Republic of Saliyo for dealing with anything where threatening the national security of the country. We not therefore listen to no international community. International community cannot dictate to me. When the camper come, when the push camper shop, what you have guess what? America they send flights forget the people they out of the country. Okay? That goes for England, then they get flights forget the people there. What are they left it? We the poor people, we old people we don't go come out now mile 47 for go na Thailand. And then people they get suffer. Then we don't go. So if the international community want help with, openly the forte and the micro they say elect the citizen in 2018, then we go to the polling station there, they reaffirm their faith in the validity of the sanctity of the ballot box by electing one person as president. We know they get two presidents at the same time. We know they want the permanent government. The 2023 President Bio remains the constitutionally elected president of the Republic of Saliyo. This is as simple as anything. There are no ands, buts, or if about it. If you get problems, then we get a third branch of government when I go to court. Any violence because the president is sure for defend and uphold the constitution of the sovereign nation of Saliyo. And that means the security of the country, that one part of it. Going forward, we don't expect any more quiet on the part of the president. We expect robust action and therefore deal with anybody. The loss of Saliyo Big Pass President Bio, the loss of Saliyo Big Pass Anes by Koroma, the loss of Saliyo Big Pass SFP, the loss of Saliyo Big Pass APC. Because without Saliyo, there is no Julius Mada Bio, there is no Anes by Koroma, there is no SFP, there is no APC. That's nothing. Saliyo Naina is supreme, Big Pass everybody. So what you do for enhance and sustain information say we hold that sovereignty when it comes to Saliyo. Now make we put laws. The laws, and I want to tell you this, man, laws not to respect of anybody, laws don't respect anybody. Your office don't mean nothing. Your status don't mean nothing. Your age don't mean anything. Everybody they sublimate itself to what the law say. The one day we don't want they allow the law, hey, they say the rod is made for the fruits of the back. the back, the full set, now the back, that they make it get the road. I'm not telling you be. And the Koroma is just one individual at saloon. Just one individual at saloon. That's not there above the where go make you and by Koroma violate with us where you know to arrest. Then everybody understands it, and it's by Koroma is one citizen. A lot of exemptions say if you violate the supreme law, where they don't give it up. For too long, there's been ambience or this structure say President Leone is and by Koroma, and some of we they make sure say that kind of narrative they don't work as alone. Nobody not say let you violate and it's by Koroma right too. But equally, we can never allow and it's by Koroma for make that call today ungovernable. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. We will bring down on President Leone in neck. Okay? And like I said, that goes for EU party members also. The days of Tolombo and I call it the days of Benghazi boys, Waka, they violate people, the rights, they cause mayhem, criminal violence. The days of pauper, they attack the people, they do. Those days are over from yesterday. From yesterday, in New Dawn, we expect the police to be very robust, and for move swiftly for deal with anybody, whether you are SNPP person, whether you are UDP person, whether you are now, they call it equal law, equal justice for everybody. That night some of you will continue for preach. Open remarks that well.
Okay. Thanks very much for that analysis. Even after the president don't make this statement, we they get some messages when I'm sure now. I think you could not read that message when from the the election at SL Parliament 2018 to 2020 something. Then WhatsApp forum discussion be did when a Honorable Mara, this is an allegation, social media they can forge anything so far, but based on how the format, the one feedback some two area, let's just read waiting it be the try for say Honorable Mara when the opposition MP, he say I'm okay. I think Posse asked him, he say how are you doing my honorable? He say I'm okay, my chief, under this sporadic political intimidation blown by our president every second. He has called us Hayampis before, nobody chase us. Now he has again called us terrorists, and nobody will chase us again because we are popular than him. In 1994, Rwanda bishop called the Tutsi minority tribe as cockroaches, and 800,000 people were killed. We are getting very close to that in Sierra Leone, and it will come from our president. So you see statement from Posewena, a lawmaker. This is alleged. Now this will not get a social.
Fine. When if you don't use the word alleged, you don't use the word alleged.
Yeah.
Me advice to you as a young man coming up with such good job with it, ignore, not even put her up here and not put her there.
Okay.
If he not say in a man, he said, let's go out in a public, let go make the statement. You see what they do? They look for distractions. They can do that thing and no. Me go really advise you. When we hear this for great broadcast, and they put me name there. This is a Kutubu Kuroma, they talk on each comment and analysis. Okay? When if he not say in a man, he believe in what he talk, let it go out there, let it call a press conference, let it tell you that. For big and to give for limits, not to like for gear. For put an elephant window, not to like now whether they put it on six elephant na then he go out there. President has not done anything for Anikon. If anything they for take it, they get a man they present you as leader and country. They need for the thankful. Because what he present you endure. In the honest by Kogomano or they call it, I give you countless example there. One thing that for they call it. Na in the WhatsApp message said, we don't care to that.
Yeah. We can still remember.
Okay? Student in Nigeria University, when they say we don't care. The so-called bar association as radio, when they attempt for take issues and waiting the unconstitutional and illegal firing of South Sudan, we don't care by Komando. Right? And by Komando is on video talking, say he go kill people then. He sit up on a grave, he drink champagne. The former vice president not confirm that. The problem I also, President, you not get people that when they get out there, that when they come to that nonsense, they are so. They're not out there. Now the APC, they want to dispute all kind of inane proposition and irresponsible claptrap. Because you not get people they hand that when a man they will know to the part. Now that make APC, they get away with that. No challenge, they not let any one of them come.
No, you know, only say that all along the preparation will be there. They do for make sure say if you make their statement, they possibly go against them, they get all the resources for deal with you. So
of course,
not to any because I like the speech. The speech is here.
No way go fight the government. No way. This how you do. When John Bangura when I be give power to Shaka series 1960 Brigadier John Bangura 1990 power to Bangura to Shaka series 1970 where he form out. What he do?
Yeah.
When after they don't convict her done, in the Brigadier Bangura write a letter to Shaka series. They beg her for a life. Now Shaka series he said me Shaka series I don't forgive. He said but that crime where he commit. This crime, this treason there where he commit, he not go forgive you. And guess what? They exterminate her or they execute. Then they learn a Pademba road for let everybody go see. Now that Shaka series do. And make sure so they go back and play where none of farm will not be able if you go pull or make any janaza or benediction. But I say they for take or treaty, they get somebody like President you. That makes some of you don't get tired of this international community. Okay? We are a sovereign nation of Saudi, and then by command expect a whole United Nations senior official as Saudi, not in the commodity. We not select President you violate anybody right to, but equally use the constitution of Saudi for go after miscreants them. And that goes for and by command equally. It's not beyond and then by command they above arrest and being locked up. You know they above that too. Then nobody not full up. Then nobody not full up. If there's need for that, that will happen. And that's not go come outside it. Go back now Panama also they go at for waiting it, then they go back.
We've started seeing some appointments from the president. They don't start for the appoint people and from different political parties for hold certain positions in this fight against the COVID-19. Like Alpha Khan, they don't appoint him as advisor to the nutrition and something that is EOC. You get any comment on that?
No, there's no problem with that. That's not a strange thing. Even America has said governors after the elections, they want to pick one or two people then, from across, and where if you say you get something for offer. I just shocked and surprised where Paulo content then give that kind of honor day. You don't take that responsibility, but all this again they come, at the heat of waiting and decide to once another in governance. Well, Alpha Khan, when you look at a moderate fellow, because I give it to in my opinion, Alpha Khan they act as an oasis of calm. You don't take a lot of flack as how they go after Alpha Khan. But Alpha Khan is very understanding and he smart and he rational enough to understand. See, one government at a time. Okay, we'll go for credit for that. Yes, Alpha Khan might have issues, policy issues. I mean, no, even as we get when you get the right for get policy issues there with the government. But Alpha Khan has never advocated violence.
Honestly.
If anything, he has not. We get for give credit for that. And tonight, I will go for praise him. I will go for talk about him. It's not. In the work that inclusiveness, he's talked to a colleague. After all that, citizen and again, power not to prove violence.
In fact, Usai, I think say these problems, or even the supporters still believe it, that they out of power. Now where the losing candidate not ever come out plain and congratulate the president. I'm sure this also they make the supporters them still feel say the thing was manipulated, blah blah blah, so they not still accept her. And like you always tell people them say the former president, he get serious saying in all them things the way they happen. Because anyhow you look at him, he get huge followers. If he kind of media and advise people and tell them say now this na the only country we get, let we forget about all them bad things then. We don't lose. Let we give them people them chance. I am sure then things are already happen if we don't less. Wetin go be your comment?
Wetin dey happen so? Yeah, that's true. Wetin dey happen, and if by Kuruma no get one respect for anybody, the only person wey he think say matter na that fellow wey they call Anet by Kuruma. I can give you an example. Makeni, go back to I don't know if you get audios, you don't ever get access to in audios, a statement the way big time Makeni. One guy, one megalomania and unsound corrupt fellow like Anet by Kuruma, see that day. It kind of challenge everybody. Kenny, some of we hear the video, we see we hear its statement, okay. But what is the dynamic today? Me broadcast will come up before me talk. So I don't tell everyone that APC say what you like need for you. We not just let that party become the Anet by Kuruma party. You guys study for go wait till na go na convention before I elect the new leaders. No way. Now make some of we not ever believe in APC, we not ever like APC because APC is a communist party, is a party that where they violate every human sensitive way to think of. Okay? Common sense go tell you that after elections, when they don't lost, we not even they step down for the time being. Temporarily, then they get temporary people, and then they take care. But what they do, they fashion a constitution where now one man go they take go a constitution where they worship people there. A constitution where they enjoy people. Talk anything about SFP. But now one thing I can credit SFP people that in more democratic past any party as I know. I can give an example. 1960 7, and I give the date specifically. That was on Sunday, March 19, 1967 at Kenima. 4 guys said that they removed Albert Magai as leader and effective as prime minister. Kutubu Kaisamba, Luceni Briwa, and J.B. Francis and Everson Tony. 4 of them they removed Albert Magai. Before 30 APC not able to put Anet by Kuruma. Anet by Kuruma talk say, and I'm not saying it will be a testimony to the same. He said 2 months after the presidential election, he will go.
Yeah,
or more even assume that the whole party not trade you go out of respect for yourself. They say you will say, I go and they told that thank you for this years. I don't be leader for 10 years. I don't be president for 10 years. Okay, I let the honor, but not to other person. Now that anybody who is self-respecting, look why then you but what they can't go to court. Why if you allow to they can't go to the NRN but what they can't go to court? Guys so lacking in self-esteem, is so lacking in not even funny. Court of personality honor. And it's by combine. Is nothing. There is no accomplishment that Salome where you go point out to the other than thieving. The guy is talking about a thief, certified plain thief. He institutionalized thieving. Look, his sister he done American I call her admire. $1 million also he done Texas.
Wow.
He is supposed to get solar light on a salon.
Now business
look for the college.
Now business you do in America.
What business where they do they? Not forget the man he looked all the family members all they all share the look that way they Thomas not really supposed for refurbish for they call it $100 million what is it to do no the story what can they do it's nothing but a mafia leader. I have never referred to Anet by Kuruma as a president of former president. It's nothing but a mafia leader, and some of you don't study how the mafia operate in America. That's how Anet by Kuruma did. He don't get respect for nobody. But you didn't now need for turn the heat on this guy also. They understand it. The game is over.
But you know, say even where we could die for talk for this country, and let people know say they plenty of sufferings. Now just few families are responsible for them things. They can serious people away bad. Instead, in fact, what they explain here, there is a guy who is Mohammed Kamara. They even refer that to tribalism. They say stop this tribalism.
Also, when not forget say remember that put this again. You understand?
Yeah.
One of the things the way APC is trying for APC not believe in quality education. Okay, that. And I give two aspects of APC. You 80% of the core membership of APC now you call warehouse of functional illiteracy and sea of ignorable system were really fundamentally lacking, utterly lacking in capacity for understand what they left from the right. Working APC they create this culture of personality where they worship leaders. They don't get that cognitive intelligence for most say like I like you, but I go know. I go take offense to the body. I don't hear you people in the talk say anybody talk and if like woman I won't go for them like Scott. Can you imagine anybody they talk about who is an like woman? Then the 20% of the so-called intellectuals they're very dishonest, they're very morally bankrupt, they're lacking applied content are one of them. Applied content grab you go to people country, Belize and all that places. He go result to obfuscation and grandstanding. It kind of a country, in the see the chaos and disorder, we don't get visited upon the fabric of governance as I do. And you see what you don't see a black country they talk. Before that, you want to go defend something when he maliciously prosecute people and now you want to go defend it isn't case that they mean. So that's the APC that makes some of it will never like APC because not to party. APC now a cult. When a human worship that so not blame them. They go some of them go school for nothing. How they go sit down at the classroom till they commodity. That's so they empty. So like that me not they worship no leader. And that I don't care how I like you. You and the culture that told them wait about APC, you don't talk about I don't know. It's either the leader or the party. It's nothing like salute to them. Everything is under by Kuroma or APC. But no salute. So don't be surprised if that kind of thing happen. Now, fellow like that, if they are among the ignorant people then, and brain dead people then, so therefore mitigate them.
The thing is,
so now if you take offense of that too.
They get one thinking they not even don't try for understand the difference between a political party and a tribe. Then now as you try for talk about the negative aspect of the All People's Congress Party, they feel say na tribal speech. So that is one of the problems also. Abis, you don't know one personality, explain to me something. They say why the opposition, they see plenty of them things strange, good governance, transparency, democracy. They say the party come into existence and names they not be common. And they can rule the country, they not be they exist. So even if you talk about anything there, because try they say even during elections, most of the elections where they be done they win all along. The opposition be just they left the election give them they malhandle people.
I've never even won any election. Now they want we've never won any election. Even in 1967 election, I can tell you they're not winner because if you been follow the way I mean I can tell you what happened when the four guys they hold back Kutubu Kaisamba. The four guys they will not be joined by guy when they hold back. The governor general before still wait for the election and the election results of paramount chiefs then for the order they done. And what happened? Monday morning, that on March 20, 1967. Monday morning, the governor general said Peter Tucker and other people. He said he will wait. What you do? He said call Shaka Street is here Albert Magai. He said okay, let them go see if they can come up with a compromise because nobody know actually began to figure it. So now say let them come back on March 23rd, 1967. We will be Thursday. Waiting happen. The governor general he create party there, so then that make another one respect for them. They go put pressure on the governor general. Then March 21st, they appoint Shaka Street as prime minister. What else they will therefore wait until March 23rd? Then all of the results in country. APC has never won any genuine election. It's either fraud or violence. That's APC. But in violence, they have never. Let's pick a 6 constituencies there. When my command, you know, go take 2 other constituencies and they call gerrymandering. Now go do one of them. They district, whatever the district. Not to go create to how you go create constituency in a place where the population
no. Honestly, this is very authoritative. Plenty of them constituencies the way they be create. In fact, they even create villages when they exist. The population figure.
Don't forget more people there for remaining power. Yes.
The population figure is very fraudulent. Now, after the registration and both the civil and voter registration, it clearly shows say that census they be even fast tracked for make them able to do the boundary delimitation and let them get more constituencies that they own stronghold.
Yes.
That was the entire.
Yes. Now they call the boundary. Yes. So that they will get more people for remaining power. But all this are the micro manipulation. But you know, so they remain in power.
You know the most important serious part of the entire thing. Plenty of the constituencies where they include the Losa. The one at Falaba, the one even Freetown there, some there, you know.
But basically, APC not to party. APC not good for themselves. They're not good for themselves.
No, let me tell you one thing. President Bio all be done they blame him for this. Is slow for take action. He need to talk. President never said so. He do one thing. If you want let the international community clearly know say the opposition na troublemakers in the country. How they do? If you don't go through that letter with United Nations, right? They not go. They are diplomatic. They not go make and clearly say the opposition they incite. They just talk say let all political parties left for incite. But you know go tell me say the current government go incite people and for create problem in the country where they always want peace. If you read that letter and you logically interpret, I go no say then say don't know say the opposition they create problem in the country. Let just explain to you something. If you be the follow
me, know that from the money.
Yeah, if you be the follow me, I go tumbo, I go cover that thing. Then that incident we call it with Dr. Prince Alexadin. I even go back Lonsa. But una say na for fishing boat business una defect. We can understand the civilian versus waiting the police. We can understand. But why una left the thing? Una go burn the hospital. Una commode. Then una begin to trace people and now we get another political party history. The CHO in that place they go attack them. Then after they don't burn the hospital, they even go na house. They go clear already again a room. If you go watch that Paraban chief, the way how them vandalize the place, then $1 million worth property they destroy because Range Rover we worth about $100 and something thousand. Then burn down to ashes. And after that back, they begin to go places to places. They watch for other opposition members there. They burn the guy will be aspired for being honorable in that place. They burn the Okada, they even wound and hate. So it's not empty riot. First you can understand say this is just between citizen and blah blah blah. But I just political something man no one because now
criminal violence, no, not your political, criminal violence. Yeah. Supported by Koba. Criminal violence. Where they take place? Give me 2 minutes that with this other again for support the case.
Okay.
1960, where Sami Timagai put team together for going to Lancaster House for go negotiate independence. Shaka still is the same problem go the care problem go 1960. To the extent they get for them and commodity. Shaka Stilis was never part of the independence accord, you know, signed and the driver. When he come back now the country May, when he come back now the country May, what he do? He begin incite riot. Currently, towards independence, so supposed to get independence, they may not ready for kidnap the Duke of Kent when I come for represent the Queen. Some other tough, government officials from foreign countries. Now God, the Prime Minister, they will be named power, Sami Timagai. We be get very tough police will be needed because the police will be needed now be with one in the header. So they get good intelligence. So the Commissioner of Police and Mr. Killing, they able to put intelligence together quick and pass out to the government and make them in the industrialize when they catch them all they don't go up. Like they continue for the APC not good party, not good for they not believe in education. Waiting they is literate and ignorant people where they feed them with drugs, how they call them, so that way they manipulate them, at that they believe in. They don't ever believe in God. No. The few people that went there, they so they say they sabi book, they can say, "Hey, this not left." They very unpatriotic, they morally bankrupt. An example that apply culture. If apply culture be like Salon, he said he don't go be chief justice around the country. He go come out, he condemn violence, or he not go down. He then against and represent you because they kick them come up, kick them come up on power.
Well, this it go one day it go just and elect them or just away the pool for let you really make let the government let not just be saying but I'm sure now one kind president we get when they can say a heart for talk anything talks so I mean just like the developmental issues them where plenty of the development way they go on we are not able to know it we are they out of the country.
Don't go no because of the noise and the chaos and all the violence and that the APC know they are allowed and it's here. And you don't know get good press people they for talk about.
Let's just analyze something. This country, when the former president began in power, yes, where he came the country was configured by the late president, where you don't get all the foundation for there now for just move to another status. When he came down in first time, we see rapid development, but it can't reach now where they disconfigure the entire project. From 2015, I be don't play Tambayo, where now one of them, where we advise them how the country begin scrap. That can make this country, it can be something they declare this country austerity measure. What's that austerity be entail? It can't talk say they employ people again until certain positions and that even their position yet today now just possibly very close to them. So now we just count that particular year employment somebody in the country we all just be the graduate more than 10 to 15,000 graduates in the country they not be get job because they even suspend employment. As you know we your country now government they employ more. You know everybody has
the largest employer government
yes we say from employment be there. So when this administration come, then be based in manifesto on a human capital development. So when they come, first thing we then do, we then declare this free quality education. They employ about 5,000 teachers. They give them pin code. That even make all the teachers and begin happy. They even tell them back say, then go increase their salary by 30%. Currently, they don't pay everybody. Watch you this kind. Struggle within this country they fight against the COVID-19 then they don't accept it in. Then now come back to this you man Dr. Kande Yomkela. Dr. Kande Yomkela where in become newly because honestly we they just feel saying a man where he's wealthy he get the cash. The first thing we go to parliament we begin to make all man begin to say who's kind man this and that time the way he begin to talk to the government for increase the salaries. Then where government employ teachers, he condemn that. Where government approve about 3,000 nurses in the country, he approve condemn that. They say government they add more wage, they add more on the wage bill. That one day not good for the economy. But you want let it increase you salary, give you blah 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 in a parliament. If the citizen all before don't come as one end, ignore that particular thing before don't do it. So then are just some of the things the way the government do. Just like waiting the president the former president of America we can talk na Kenya. The institutions that we get in this country now for make sure say they're really strong. Now we just look at the Anti-Corruption Commission. It be done the 11 years during the previous administration. With all the corruption where the COVID-19 come, the COI come revealed to Sierra Leoneans them. That commission of inquiry within this country, they're not able to recover one block safe. But then why I don't come just within 2 years, they don't pull about 9 billion loans from Sierra Leoneans and where they feel say then I then get this country. And still the fight they go. This don't make now talk say corruption all day they go no. But what it can happen now? The corruption policy they afraid now. That one the way they damage policy. So man they afraid for the one now. So just these are things the way the government do we somehow now it just focus on that, then wrote blah blah blah. But when the former president be one kind of power, it began a manifesto, and it get waiting at the things that we be make emphasis on electricity, more especially electricity. Now it make President Bio and President Kroma be win elections. When it come the electricity, we not see them. The day when they call results, light go na this country. So, but I go take a time anyway, like analyze some of the good things the way this administration don't do. Or if you get
please, that don't know for they do, please.
If you get time, I go link you with person when an independent person when to Sierra Leone or in Besia. Let you just ask her. Let explain to you. The man they extremely
anything we go show which is bad. I'm not saying let people they make President you another honest by Kuruma.
No.
And then for talk who say it wrong, look put them up, who say it do correct. I make the speech yesterday, I commend them, I make the broadcast today, I commend them. And see which way will they go forward. The other question, where they talk about trying when peace and quiet and the country security, you dey stop that your party now they go first. You dey let everybody know if they gas boys them more, if all boys them more, and people that have about what they call answer them more, you make them know say this is a new dawn.
Arata, Mr. Kroma, I'll tell you one thing. The Sierra Leone People's Party, honestly speaking, now people them will get diversified mind. They not get that collective consciousness. When I be try the way of thinking. Did they agree Arata in him again? Anything when a violence, the thing is they not go drive you, but the way they how them keep because they don't want let anything way related to violence, they associate them with them. So what they do? They get another way how they could do them. If for instance they say this you want, they go provide it for you, they advise you, they say who your program who no one, all the time they say this possible violence. Yes, because the time where that election be the kind violence will be there in the country make that one day yourself that was an election now a process, so automatically some myself can employ young people them for just raise threatening small, so that one day all party be getter more APC and SLBP, and if you can't win now automatically you're not going for drop the people them. But honestly you need to see in him they play again, so that one day all if you should say this party and a party where they believe in maintaining peaceful situation. So I listen to that audio so you talk about Arata. It don't take Arata in himself. Mr. say don't take I need to give out. Don't take quite a very long time.
And that's why for me, let your go sit down suffer.
Don't take.
Yes.
Now just explain.
The president of yesterday.
Now just explain you for say this government are people away discipline and when they give you rule, they don't want to know too much they for that partisan. The vice president began like when they make donation, we first month they come, they buy food, they want give people they support us there. He call them, he say una count 10. Now they you know now that party business, they just grab who all man go gather there. Because of them we don't put law say social distancing. You know, even discuss with they just call policeman them. They don't want no safe, they drive everybody. You know, so that particular action also, people in Gamilton begin to complain. I tell them say, if that is the action, that one is a very good action. Because now they don't put the law. If they don't begin to spoil the law, you know, plus you know. Okay, Mr. Kutubu Kuroma, what will be your last message? Allow bring other people on.
Well, the last message is this. Again, I can't congratulate President Bio for a very good speech for long term because everybody we know say for too long some of we don't get after say you need for take leadership. We don't get tired of silence, we don't get tired of things here. Yesterday you don't come and so what is some of it they feel say yesterday that a new dawn in the political dispensation of the country. Going forward, yes, you are talking.
I not cut you all though. You know, say that particular speech, it don't entirely sanitize the society. All man don't go outside it. All man don't know in position now. The country peaceful like I say now COVID-19 done. Even na social media na just few. The one them where they say that they America, some they overseas na they still just they do their small things there. But even the man the way they are, they even listen them again.
Because the president he don't draw the line that the white, I mean the sun, they don't draw the line. So what should they do? Neo advice to the president no more. Everything they do, don't make sure they will take the rights of the constitution. That's all they require.
You
for me, I believe in law and order.
You don't go through the speech.
I believe in nature.
You don't go through the speech. That just.
But on that make a broadcast, I get
okay.
I not only read that,
because even
but I listen and that night from the broadcast.
Okay. It make them clearly say any action where they take, it get for make sure say it is in line with the law.
Yes, the constitution. That's it.
Yes,
that's it. That's all we require from them.
That was so.
Once you do that, that's it.
That was so democratic anyway. That democratic statement that one.
Oh yes, and that may we support them. And I may couldn't call on them. By now, the inspector general for only send the police to go na Tombo, as well as the Melosha, let them begin investigate. You know what's happening. And the one and the culprits, they need for grab them.
They will also suspend the hearings. You know, they will also suspend all courts because of that COVID-19 where they be detect. But you don't tell they say they can't beg the CJ, Chief Justice CJ, for let he open some court cell, and they will go in line with the protocols, the COVID-19 protocols, for make them try they want them fast because na terrorism. They can be pulling if election they fast so they behave that kind of way. If you not deal with it now, election can then they can create problems in the country. But I'm sure
when I test they test them, they are testing for city. But yesterday the message don't go clear, loud and clear.
Yeah.
Waiting we will continue for telling now they are try put this white paper also.
No, white paper come out.
For them to get the message.
If white paper come on now, self, like when the court issue back. The court blah blah blah. Now this COVID-19.
But we need for the reader. Yes, you know what you not it come out. We need for the reader.
For the reader, yeah.
Because one way that we have for you know court APC to sign and it's by co-mandated. Because remember, the policy or the philosophy, the propaganda. When me go tell the president again, then yes, we get this COVID, we get it, but let the paper come on, we read them. We go then, and in fact, we go use our wives to our host now, they read them because now they come up. So when the courts are open, that way they will give the government time for prepare itself, for prepare waiting they get for do. So when the atmosphere, you know, lifts up, then they go act on it, but not wait till fast it. No. This line they capitalize on. Then it come out now. Let me see them. Especially you na time, you do not time for put your own what you na get for do about that. But let the citizens see.
Oh, that white paper now we get come out. And like say na 1 week we spend with the breeder line by line, let people really understand. You know.
Let come out the leader now.
Let people understand the suffering. Waiting to make 10 now. You know, we not able to get even sustainable electricity. Waiting now some of the
exactly.
Then
we don't say that you rush to decision. The decision it will away, but the paper will come out. Because the more you not come out, then the more people they lost interest, and the more this is what works for APC. Then they will continue for the highlighter. Because we're very anxious when they come out of see them. We need for see them. So would I do what? From a we don't already talk say and the Skoma one and a massive and I one. So with that white paper, they will see the massive loot. That we just say that this will be the trouble. Say the guy that thief man, I make you know come up and power take today.
Mr. Kuruma, before ever did they arrest Sylvia Blyden, I was that much. I be so hard anyway. I advise them. I mean podium here. I tell them say let statement them where they make with all the experience. That one thing they were very dangerous. Let deviate from that. If it still they continue because they don't get all this.
Because they see the they wear.
Yes,
they don't eat
blah blah blah. So yes. Now currently
now and it's Koboma he don't use he don't jail and it's Koboma he don't use.
So okay, they tell them because you know Africa in times when you are poor, people not listen to you. So like this particular survey, the president said, as a commander-in-chief, I have ordered the intelligence and security forces to use all available resources and take all measures necessary within the laws of this country to deal promptly, decisively, and robustly with all acts of violence against the state. So that statement was democratic. It even advised the law enforcement agencies and say therefore make sure say what they do, the actions they can take for always they in line with the laws where the country say.
So, we are with the laws of the country. Yeah,
Yeah.
simple.
So that one day it really, really necessary.
No, we support that one. I let me broadcast from yesterday to today. All they line with the policy, this new policy with the president. If they offer more advice, just stay with what you say, act on, because what they happen, this guy they test you. But once you deal with 1 or 2 person, one thing I know about Sadio, you deal with 1 or 2 person, the rest will get the message. All man go back like that. Trust me.
I like this side back. He said the right to free speech is guaranteed in our democracy and in our constitution. But no democracy guarantees a right to speech that incites criminal violence, foments hate, and
they happen no way. No, even now they deal with you. In America, you do and they'll deal with you.
So
they'll deal with you, bro.
Thanks very much for David, Mister.
Yes. Yes, sir. I'm really happy the president don't act. He don't do what some of the other don't been expressing. He will do. We tell God thank you for this.
Yeah.
We will continue for support. What you will do.
Okay. Thank you very much.
All right, well.
Well, that be Kutubu Kuroma. We can analyze issues in this country. It is only when me and you two come, we dey talk the truth. Man go save me and you, yeah? You 11 years, this country be done dey, even for like if we able get something for go to school, be get up. But still you feel say where government come help pull you for that poverty. Go that money, government no get for recover that money for come shame am, because that is one of Salomon mentality. Salomon thinks the money na for shame. Government for collect tax, then we can't shame am. All man we do clean for hunger at their houses, or we all for hunger wait for government for like can create employment for we. So the money that will be lost at this country, we therefore ask people, we will not hate them, because we all pray God for let Saloma get money for bill, mansions, blah blah blah. But if you don't hold position, you don't be letting them. The constitution for let them ask you for make you explain who say you pull that money. Simple, So they come up with the line now, let una self call. But the thing just very simple. I don't really know why people not can understand how for call here. Like explain give una. Where we call through contact me through SN News blog. Me they send message to you directly. I they send a message request. Now you Facebook Messenger. Just reply hi. If I say something, just say hi. I go able to call you. Then you say what you want to say. So I dey wait for callers. While should they wait? Let's see if I go able to play some music. Okay, well, so like say the set we don't go off. I dey wait for now. Other one like Adam. Possibly the way one like Adam, like tribal if they live. Who was that? Who was that person? Let me just browse through. I talked to her some minutes ago. Oh, Alicia's why? La link you back. Let you explain give me small symbol like bigger. Alicia's why? I don't send hello to you. Now you Facebook Messenger. Now for say hi to me, then I really want to know about like here. Thank you. I need it not to through WhatsApp or they call person or through Facebook. If you wanna add you up, other one lady always just they comment nonsense for me, post them. Honestly, I don't say hello to you. Go now you messenger, just watch a message request. You go see them. As you say hi to me, I will link you up. I see possible exam.
Okay.
Yes, man, how you dey do?
Oh, I look fine myself.
You just dey join, eh?
Yeah, I just enjoy no, I just listen to go because I meet to go dey talk. May just decide say make I just sit and listen and kill me for all the points them. I think yeah, actually talk fine and
yeah, direct this person. Alicious, why? I not get nothing for do with Facebook, SN News blog messenger. Not today the same message. Go now you ordinary messenger. I don't send message request to you. It need to appear na you main menu. Maybe it's not to friend or go. I don't last send friend request to you. I dey send a friend request to you then. Will you accept? Yes, go ahead, please.
yeah, so myself really recommend the president kind of speech now, really man speech, a leader speech he gave yesterday, and this will make it don't really bring sense to the entire country and all to all Sierra Leoneans the way they all over the world. Because when we said they listen to that program yesterday, I'm just a very good say, oh, this is the type of things that we would want for the year from the president. Because when you become like quiet for quite a long time, some people want to take advantage of that. When you come out as a leader, work hard as a leader, I think people can understand. Because as a leader, and God don't point you. And once God don't point you, all man is just a cat. It's in you. Over the years, but cool man, they even include himself. We don't blame say, oh, the president he talk. Of course, that no, if not maybe private like that. But as a leader, you really need for the talk that kind of talk there all the time. And that will really help the country. And then number two, most of the things the way he really talk, if we really want to make it put them into action, because Salo we don't see a lot of times, not today no more. Many times some leaders who can they talk, but for let they implement or put in action within they don't can see a problem, and then we go back to square one. So we were actually happy and glad to foresee they put that thing there into action. And once you don't put that thing there into action, I tell you that country they will begin move to the right direction. You go approve to that, you go attest to that for quite a long time. Lawlessness, we don't do the order of the day. Saloma not care. Lawlessness is part of us. It is our DNA. But if you don't cancel, and one of the things that what he say will be stressful during a campaign, so we can go tap lawlessness. We really want to see this happen. And then again, yes, we get COVID-19 with right now. But your advice to the president is, yes, we actually focus on COVID-19 fight, but again, not just focus there. Other developmental issues there or things that they don't put in place, then they see they focus on them. Otherwise, the COVID-19 go down. It down, people don't want to see. How we did now, our mentality. Somebody not will begin talk say, oh, COVID-19, they don't care. Or what they want to see now, what they don't do. Itself, they go for the concentrate on other developmental issues. Make not just concentrate on COVID-19. No, say a day. And then the other thing back one trust on before I left, before maybe other people one call. Now that white people are we Kutubu talk about. The president, the woman, they watch them all over the world. And as Kutubu say, then delay for the keep that thing until they happen. People lost interest. Fine. So right now, so that thing they all my open, all my is back for your and now the for really pull that thing out of the washer. You know what people with the next step. So far so good on your contribution. That's it. I tell you thank you for the program and I tell you thank you for all the sacrifice you take. So yesterday I follow you. They wanna go na Tumbo and Sarah. You know, they show you live things that we happen and are very good thing. Like they really update you when they're in the country. Thanks very much and God continue for bless.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. We could just cut off the line. Okay, Bali, let's see.
Hello.
Yes, my bro, how you doing, man?
Fine, how are you?
I do okay. So how is Liberia?
Okay. Cool, no problem.
One thing where I want to ask you about Liberia currently is that we already say when I don't go buy that medicine, they don't go buy that medicine they don't go buy that
Well,
medicine.
presently at the salon.
Oh, you don't come salon?
Yes, at the book.
Oh, okay. Okay, honestly speaking, I don't, okay. There's Mustafa Y. Mustafa Y. Have you seen a Mustafa Y?
No, Mustafa is in America.
Okay.
Yeah. Lying around Mamba TV.
Okay. So, whose message you get?
There's another Alicia speech last night. We a long-awaited speech, actually, for citizens of this country. We're very, very much happy, and we pray let God give wisdom, because I'm sure a leader they behave, you know, a democratically elected leader. When you don't push on a corner, you don't push onto the wall, you just get for talk tough like Dandy. And I believe when you don't talk tough, you get for act on them. Now you make inside his speech, you say you don't order for let them do some reforms in the security sector. You don't order for let them do reforms, the complete reforms in the correctional centers, whilst then they work on other improvement than at the correctional centers. So I'm so happy, and every other person in the Kusaya Adeso, we're all very much happy for the kind of lawlessness we don't take place in this country, you know. So that's it.
Okay, man. Is that the only message you have for?
And
okay.
Yeah, but there are certain underlying issues we don't actually forget. I believe there are some politicians in this country where they play two-face. Yeah. You understand? Yeah. Then they play safe in some quarters. Then when they come on a public, they make like say then a saints. Like there was a statement where the NGC leader, Dr. Kande Yunkela, we don't make in this country. Mm-hmm. When we find that statement, it's very, very much unfortunate. Yeah. When that statement and they don't be responsible for a lot of things when they happen. And then also when they happen, a lot of NGC supporters and they under, but they hide under APC. And then they don't touch the Kakadebu, the facing at the ranker. Now they total, so NGC they hide under them.
No, that statement
sponsored by Dr. Kane Yunkela.
Yeah, that statement will be uttered that John Tack crazy, something like that, eh? Is that the message?
On the first thing apart, for go call a democratically elected president or government to say this is a junta government.
Yeah.
You don't understand?
Yeah.
And ever since I'm alive, now I'm not a word we they call mendicrats. Mendicrats, we people they always use now for molest the president, for molest this government, for molest the many people in this country. Mendicrats, junta government. It was unfortunate on his side. The caliber of somebody will it be, not from an entire statement and therefore they come out. You don't understand. So anytime you see on Facebook or WhatsApp, people they refer to this government as a junta government. I can't even bother. Trust me.
Okay.
I can bet my life for that one day. Anytime you then they say many cracks. You see, right up there, when many cracks, this men, they government tribalistic, now can't they go bother? Honestly. Then they hide under the disguise of APC because APC they don't took the ranker. But it did now.
Okay.
In the place, if he say now, then trick them, they then conny trick them, they make somebody win politics, which is not good. Good for democracy. You see.
Okay. Is that the only message you have for us? Or you get any other one?
Yeah, just my brother, this country, the lawlessness be done too much. Like Naboya, then days that we be done, they organize for law, call a meeting, we call APC supporters and Naboya, we know. Because something then they happen Naboya, we in nuclear say they one can try na back. We weft then they gonna market me brother. There's a place they call Shingi. Yeah. They always go come back with complaint. Like this face mask. We wear and you go na market. Woman the way they can't tell we the pass. Go na come on. Man, I don't count sick for long. I get money now. Na papa don't count sick. You don't understand. Then statement yeah. Then people have don't make McKinney like a place where nobody no go there you criticize APC. You no go there McKinney. You no go venture. However you did, you no go there McKinney. You criticize APC. But this are the president in home, Naya, they get all kind of leverage, all kind of leeway. Then they tell the president, cause the president in cause the president in West in Mama. You know, do all kind of rudeness. We say we don't say Naya, enough is enough. You know, go sit down at somebody his shoulder, you say he hate it.
No, but honestly speaking, basically, when not for take the law now, not your hand. If posting to now publicly, you see Ambe, it calls the president. Just make sure see you get evidence around. Just go now any nearest police station. Report that person. Now nuisance, now public nuisance. They go arrest that person. You know, but you know go take the law now your hand. No, that one day, you know, right. Nobody not get right for Tinap cause president. Nobody, even you say for you to talk. Nobody not get right enough and cost you. If you get where you take an accord, it losses for that one day. The only thing I go advise, not for take the law now on a hand. Even if possible, with any form of provocation, una for just make sure so una make reports.
Yeah, for if you don't to start him, wait.
Okay, the line they break. Connection lost. Okay, well, a lady wants to talk to me. Let me just connect her. Everybody get right for call ya. I know if you want to know if you are EFF, you did. Just call. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, you're welcome to SN News Blog. Yeah, good evening. Please, a bit louder.
Louder? Okay, one moment.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the only volume I have.
Sorry?
I said that's the only volume I have.
Okay, well, go ahead.
Yeah, my only contribution that I have.
Can we please do that in Creole? You don't speak Creole, yes?
Okay. Yeah, no, I can try. I remind you.
Okay.
I said my only contribution where I get for a day. You know, yeah. As a leader, if me I know there for party, I know they support no party. I support the one way bold. You know, because for being a leader, not to easy thing. You know, before you decided to come make change in a country. Make sure that you prepare yourself well. Make sure that you don't have no panic, no fear. Make sure that you are for the people, not for yourself. The one thing I say against the present leader, you know, they say anything, something happen at the country, it just they disappear. People and they do anything they want to do. People and they say anything they want to say. Waiting at the position, why he go take that position as a leader? You want to bring change, you want to help the nation. You know, it make people then get angry, people then they get annoyed. because na the only person wey don stand as a bold person for say for do something better than the country. But if you no stand as a leader, somebody else go come out somewhere wey bold, wey go say, well, this man na fear person. And make some of we can vex, we can say any kind of thing about her. Because as a leader, you need for take step, for just to disappear and appear, from the people. Nobody know who's like, oh, they're not first word. If we prime minister, then they go out, then they tell we say that they go out. What thing they go do, then they tell we how long they take, how long, as they come, then they make we know say they don't come, they don't arrive. And when it go out, when it bring come, it talk at the news. All man they know say when we go out that this and this and this you go negotiate. No hidden agenda, no day. No secrets, no day. So how we lead that the problem with me African people, they fear for say the truth. They just sit down like them, they under spell, under black magic power. No, they say nothing, no, they act nothing, not for bring war come the country, but for say something. If what they waiting they happen at the country, look a prisoner, the innocent people and then are prison. Nothing go happen there. President no day for say something for stop. When the other people and they take power, then they rule. Other people that will take the leadership from her.
Okay.
If you act as a president, if you act as a leader, if you act as the people that we trust them, that make them vote for her to put her inside. People they accuse and they Koroma because he bought inside leadership. If you see the matter Biona for act, he go act on the behalf of your party, for putting party there on guard, say no, una do this, una do this, una do that, make we be and make we manage. Me, I'm not there for no party, but that we only then I went to the see, or they follow up. Me for act as a leader, in a me ex-soldier man, in a me inside the military, we foresee in military power. Not to for say for just kind of and shoot people, but if you get that commanding control, tongue, power, you forget inside. You just didn't want to see you are the wife, when not to in a vote inside, I will come out, they say something where I know one they see as a first lady in the whole world. It's the way first lady they do for winner, so now underground thing, now identity, when the whole world know they know say. The council, they know, but they do something that secretly. For him, the type of person, I ain't taking money position. It's like, I don't know what I will do. I don't know. God therefore bring somebody out for me. That's somebody they always they say. God brings somebody okay, when they compromise. When they come for compromise, say, oh, you not me, you not timid. Check as TV where you will not power. Tete die go, no strike the big. I mean, they not Leone. Na limba country they ask her what thing are you trying? He say me na limba. When you go na timid, he say me na timid. Maybe na in confused. Tell check out that we don't know which language, which country, what I bought.
Okay, so what's your
advice? Mother, you not get that strategy. You not get that strategy. You not a leader. It's not a leader because it's a bit talk. It can talk something the way he talk about. They see and materialize. For Sabi talk, it's Sabi for put her on, for make people they be happy. Oh, now so say, but the results, they see results out of her.
So, what's your advice around and what strategy you think say it will implement for let we get better salon?
The one thing where I see say mother for do, where he give people a position, or tell them with boldness, say this position why I give you, I want a better result. Within this time, if I don't see you come with result, because I'm you they spoil, because I'm your status, you they bring calm down. I go pull you and I go put somebody way better. I stand there, not of us I've done because of tribal or because of me, you know best. But if not they perform well, I pull you. I put somebody where they can give me results.
Okay.
Why don't come with me idea? I bring a kind of cabinet, the parliament. Now this idea now I carry it. I want make we all work. How will they distribute this job? And what distributor I want to resolve. You give a deadline in this particular time. Now this I want for achieve. If I not achieve it, no, you get for go. Now lights not day. The minister of electricity and something. Now this are the negotiation. I don't give you this position. go and find way out lights for them continuously. Find a good deal. We go make lights no go ever stop. And if lights stop, make I know say something don't go wrong. So I can able to announce to the country say so time lights not there because we dey refill or we dey clean the system, we dey do this. So people that they know it need to communicate. That communication in not get. So I know people that easy for control. If they tell them everything when they happen. Someone will just come up oversee, they send me say, oh, the president already don't tell you, don't tell you they can't tell you. If don't tell we say lights not for the so time because this thing don't happen. So we all aware of them. If water system not there because in Goma Valley they do some maintenance. So water not there, it don't come at the ear or the minister don't come at the ear. That's so thing there or my family there. That's so but so time everything will not that's what they happen at this country. Anything they do. Everything they do, they notice we all the day on regard. If not get some people, they won't put out like a store saying something that will happen.
But let me ask you,
announce them.
hello, let me ask you a question really, because you know what, how we society don't do currently. Some people the way they can report issues and not report the thing correctly. Don't even mention the journalists. Plenty than politicians. So don't say you get that information from a TV or from news, blah blah blah. You absolutely know they in the country. You measure some things same way absolutely the president they do. You know, and at times we can blame a particular ministry. But if we look at how government they operate, all the ministries are interrelated. And any function of that, you get what we call a multiplier effect. You understand? We talk about electricity. Electricity, honestly speaking, was the former president in flagship. But honestly, we not ever get any government in this country where it fix up something where it can't become and remember that again. The only president during this period of time where, because I not be there doing more and blah blah blah. I be there doing the NPRC and AFRC with late President Kaba with Dr. Anes Bai Koroma. President Kaba na MEC he can't do something, then it still exists currently where others then come they just improve on that. So this electricity issue, Alex if you appoint minister today, you understand? Even if not Donald Trump you pull America you bring here. Light business, you involve the Ministry of Finance. And the finance also depend on waiting, the NRA, when are just one of the government agencies. You get this multiplier effect. So at times, the problems, yes, we can just come, we explain, we
but man not interrupt you. You don't explain to me. I understand what the people tell me. Say there is a system, but this system needs to be functional all the time. You know that it will be operating all the time because people then depend on that. Like people, like, some people and they will not get like a job, then they do ice, then they do water, they depend on this line. So if a big country, they do monitor, they do review, review the system, review the plan all the time.
You know one thing, the people and all the president appoint, they know say the president get go come. They know say you need to perform, automatically they pull you. They're all afraid. Like this EDSA, the notification we talk about. The person when the PRO na EDSA, I mean schoolmates now all go school, you know. If they want hot lights tomorrow, they notice they come out today. If they want to do any maintenance, it happen. If Guma Valley want lock pump tomorrow, they notice sooner. So that particular side, I just want clear for make you get time anyway. The only thing will be done again in this country will not be done. They get leader where it plan for and back on sustainable development. Like for instance, if the former administration before don't settle electricity, will not be for they think about electricity now. Will not for they think about roads. Now when this administration self come, they self for don't focus on other area. You know, but when they come back, they all can start square one. And now, why mostly like they see so? But good people like you feel say we dey favor this administration, but we just want to be reasonable enough, you know, because where they want compare 11 years to 2 years. And these 2 years institutionally.
Listen to me, brother. That 11 years because me and they doing Shaka Stephen time.
Yeah.
Why they not follow up with that system?
So that.
Hello.
Yes, I get you. You dey live.
Yeah, because nothing the way they forget record and they okay now social casting they do during those time. You know them they get good people the way they operate very well. They could follow their example, they how them they operate. You know, when lights they become me and a salon every hour, any minute lights day.
Yeah, but
water day continuously we get water, you go out, you don't get afraid safe. If you don't get taxi for go home, you can walk by foot, you don't afraid. During that time they
we don't get rebel, everything we don't collapse. That is very clear. And in fact, even the time where Shaka Stevens begin rule now how he wants in this country, plenty of them think they don't collapse. So the rebel they come now, then collapse everything. So automatically we for don't
they get fighting because I'm not everything they do again writing. You know, even though they do some things, you know, like the building and destroy, but finds them there. How these people them they write, how them they report, how them they review their work.
But honestly speaking, for the benefit of the listeners, as I can see, not a very good example for like even possible copy anything from her.
I mean, say Shaka Stevens not a good example, but during in time when we get water continuous, you know, when we get everything continuous.
That water will be continue. It can meet Milton Magai and Albert Magai don't be them. So if you don't exist now, time can reach everything shorting in the country. And not be there alive, but me that one time away they read and they consult people and we know about this country. Like Kutubu Kurumana one. You know they alive.
Milton Magai, okay, let we left Shaka Stevens apart because he not do well. Milton Magai, he gets record, he get fine. You know, he get a system where they review the system. They can still follow up with that. And they okay, this person I'm a good person. What will go after a file the one they want to work with her. Let we see how them they operate. Let we see how them they work, when them they get good results, when things they work. You know, because some people, because in nowadays generation, everything is computerized. You know, people that when they don't use computer, I swear, if you tell them for spell, because computer they teach them how for spell, they don't know how for spell again.
I know of that anyway. So, what was your last message anyway? Because others wants to call. Hello. Oh well, something. Well, something. Hello. Breaking transmission. So gentlemen, plenty people that want to contribute anyway, but the way how they for contribute. Okay, I have a military man. We in now elect alone. Now a military man na America. Joseph now no get problem for call him because we don't contribute by this program. So I want call him. I will just click now. But like I they explain, where I want add person. As you speak here now, I will add you. I the same message to you. Forget about SL News blog. Yanda I not go able. She wants to talk again. But anyway.
Hello, my brother.
Yes, boss.
How you doing, Julius?
Alhamdulillah, man.
I tell you, thank you back for this program.
Okay, boss.
Make it just wait like off in the evening if you can follow your program. How you do?
Bruh, man, they do small, you know. And small, okay, for the do thing, big come inside.
Yes. I catch you headlines this afternoon when you say talk on the president's speech. Now the topic there on floor.
Yeah. You be listening now?
Yeah, I listen. I follow. Only I don't get for watch on live because I got the AIV app on my phone, so I'm able to watch the replay because I'm not being meet up for watching.
Okay, so who's part of the speech you know like, whose one you like?
The man, the speech was really presidential. Normally we expect Leone for be in the next 2, 3, 20, 25, 30 years. People have to think about Leone. That time for think about yourself and that time for think about your family when it comes to politics, the man. If for the die now, for the die in that country. So like what's in the president, me like so me, either I can always say that me as Leone, me not to APC, me not to LCPP. I will talk the fact because now one thing you believe in life, once a man we all the die. No matter what you do, no matter where you be, one day you will say goodbye to this world. But waiting you go left when you say goodbye, never very much important. Like waiting you really so, the man, to be honest with you, if they play, if they heard 80 or 100 or 90 or 50 or 20% that people in life about nation. You know why? Because you transmit the message, you talk for people. Never mind. The upper position, then they get what you say. So, in the long run, tomorrow, the legacy will like say, Mr. Julius, they start from so they establish a social institution. Now, so life for me. So, like, the president to me, from the one perspective make on the speech, we may like, when we talk about law enforcement, then I want by the team will be now a country. So, will we for no say the law? Now the law is supreme and the law is above everybody, irrespective of who that you be, irrespective of from the highest to the lowest, the law should be equal among all. So according to what we understand or what we learn, but one thing I love the president is to be like always say, please make people send a message on local language. Let people get you know what the type of say.
Yeah.
If you speak English, that was fine, so I didn't colonize by the British, we can understand. But 70 or 80, like 20 or 25% of the nation poor, like people in need forget the message more. Like some of you, grandmother or grandfather, when in the village, pass someone explaining everything the president will talk. You understand what I'm saying? And I believe so we're all equal. So in this issue of voting down the last system we talk, they make point. I see someone comment with the condemn, which is very wrong. They make sensible point. I can always talk and me not think about party, me think about possibly think about Sierra Leone. They make point. The point you make one way I would commend them for sustainability. Like the nation still in a dark age. I can always say that they in a dark age. President Bill, the trial, President Ahmed Kouama, self don't be new. But waiting at the stumbling block, now me continue, man, is the corruption. Corruption be at a high standard.
The corruption and be
To be honest with you, they are at a high standard. Now down at one of the stumbling block with the block Madam you right now as I talk to you. And the time for doing best. It's just like if you see an about movie, I always say if you see like Jackie Chan, like some of the Russian action movie, beats 200 people in. About movie, not in reality, not possible. Now the same thing with the president of Sierra Leone right now. And the time for doing the time for push, the time for being sustainability. But how are you able to do that to now get the attention of the whole people and support? And in the time, like I can say, yes, I'm not condemn 100%. When I Sierra Leone, I always talk to the people like I always say. In the time, in level best, like invest in the time, it need for put more efficiency on invest. You understand the point? I'm not just a praise and yes, madam, but I still try to see
for
exactly. It need to do more on sustainability. Okay. Electricity now one part of the team surely will drop in job.
It is not only the implementation. What you can always tell the president, and we will all the blame and say it's slow. But waiting always we could advise let you know rule like how others we don't the rule. When they come,
exactly.
They make that cosmetic arrangement for just get vote. When you can fix one thing where other person come, let you know if you think about that.
And they continue with time. Like, and it's like Kumar on the right agenda for the fix the roads. They squander money, they swallow money. Then anybody will tell you that they say they not eat money, not swallow money, and all that Sierra Leone. The fact was the project and what you do is fine. I don't deny. We make good rules. People can drive on less than an hour for reaching the other connecting in towns then right on a feature. I believe so. People they go around, the rules are made. It try that side, but in checks and balances been very poor. People they squander the money, they eat the money for make more than 12 or 15 major roads in the country. Maybe like just 8 or 7 billion. It's try that side.
No, that
the electricity.
That roadside, nobody will condemn. The problem there is just like how can they make this parable? Wait to make if you are an intellect or when you get sense, you can even the talk say you not do nothing. Because if like let's just give you an example. I go na tongue they go give me 100,000 for can't kill you. But where I come, I just come on a tongue, I can't give you 20,000. Why I give that 20,000? You don't know about 100,000, but if I give you that 20,000, how you go feel? You go happy, eh?
I'll be happy.
You go happy. But later on, if you can't say, now 100,000, they be give me for can't give you. How you go feel? You go be say you go be the thing say I not give you nothing.
Cheated.
You understand?
Cheated, yes.
So well, now that's can make now that can make let people understand why. Plenty can say and Escoroma not try because if you like for instance if you don't tell the whole country, then you just make few and the money now we all get her.
The checks and balances not
yes.
good.
So that is why plenty people can say
the initiative was good.
You not do anything. That money. All my one buy houses overseas, now you can mix up the whole thing.
Exactly. Then if you look at this present government, to be honest with you, me I talk the fact, me I Sierra Leone, I want the green, I want the yellow, I want the NGC, I want the pink. Well, if I go vote, I go vote Sierra Leone, I put my conscience. I guess for that, that is the two I talk with this man named Lawrence Lahai Lima, or is he the internal minister or something?
Deputy Internal Affairs Minister.
Deputy Internal Affairs. So, sometimes in waiting me to follow up from the country, because already, but without the follow up, it will go unconstitutional and the president will let her go. That is very wrong. I can always say that you are internal minister, you are not the commander in chief of the armed forces. You get limit in your power, but you go above your limit just because of now they all talk for at least and persuade and campaign for the president kind of power. And the president look at me, they look a blind eye. That is wrong. Me, I always talk to law. Me, I'm married, being a Roma. I always talk and say, down the waiting issue is very wrong. Let the president handle this minister.
But let me explain something to not only you but those viewing me currently. You know, at times we could get issues wrong. Then we try to understand.
I will listen to you.
Yeah, I read a message. I'll read that quickly. I will respond to you. Okay. Let I just explain something. Lima, where they say one of the most peaceful people now the SAP government. Peaceful and very careful person in that one issue. The only thing is, first, before ever you try to explain what person, you therefore know his social history. In fact, know the person in physical appearance, how he can analyze issues. One, the internal affairs minister. Another one again, in the party talk man. Now, it talk for a party. That is why mostly when they go to media, it tell people them say, are the Akaya as the internal affairs minister or Akaya as a party this? That one they obviously when a politician go to media, they get for talk for let them know say a politician they talk. That is very clear. But that man they for say it even is tell people them when I go to the party them go to snow. If you don't go near an man, you always sit down, they read in law books more on human rights, other rights them, the UN, blah blah blah. But with society, just like how they tell you, pursue discipline at times, they can always coin you differently. So if people you na intellectual, you not get time for do a research for that person, you self go just they conclude. This will happen to me many times, you know. People they I suppose you can talk to me say let people they so me say we don't get that grudge. But from where I begin to read books where they tell me say let post we don't sabi for long. Let post you don't just can't say that so it did then you believe. First, you can go do research. When you do research, you know who that is supposed to be. So you get able to do a very factual analysis. But Lima are telling anybody for not to post with violence. Honorable Lima. It's so friendly. But the only thing is discipline. And if people and say, okay, where the menu is. As you discipline, we go feel say you not post way bad. Like I mean, so my uncle, I did to go school, send me university, you know. Say I go university, he didn't even allow me with girlfriend. If you see me, it disgrace me, you know. Blah, blah. So all of you say I post way bad, but later I cannot say most of them restrictions and I think the way it be look necessary. So now just something like that. Yeah.
I get your point, and I get you say is that what talks but there are many instances when we use powers that are not constitutional.
Okay,
we just use them because of one way or the other. But I'm not going into all that. All that I therefore say, I will try to put a point to you say, Mina Sierra Leone. If you call me that name, that's fine.
Okay.
So anything we deal with the masses of Sierra Leone, so really they concern me and they affect me. So let's go back into the point that I will try to conclude. And I talk about that and one. Then the other caller yesterday talked about how in Angola, I expect in view and opinion, say people that see police then go free, then to the thing. That's okay. It's like if Trevor talks to the police, then they can live rounds whenever they say demonstration, this or that. Yes.
Oh, basically,
that they happen in Angola. Let me come in.
You had that argument with somebody yesterday. Last night.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah,
no, that other person in when say in America, even police they use gun. As time to be corrected, they correct 500 million term. Let's check on the American Constitution, Act number 154. You as a police officer, if you shoot anybody, you people like that is not even in America. I don't say in London. If they shoot somebody out of self-defense, police are doing, but they charge you for murder than a murder. Because one citizen in life, you need a lot to the nation. That is how human rights operate. You can shoot her, that's fine. You understand what I'm going to say? Somebody can attack you, then you shoot them. It can happen, but they charge you for murder. You go jail. Then you know they escape them. You go jail. Right now, when an incident of a black guy, they drop in the neighborhood, then shoot them, a bald guy or something, or what they call. The people they shoot her, yes, they shoot them because the action already been done. But then they go jail for that, and they face the consequences. So if you use that word yesterday, see, the police, I always say let people they do some they do analysis well on this program, but let some not be just one-sided. Like the police for use live rounds on the people of Sierra Leone. That is 100% wrong. People have got the right for demonstrate. That is a constitutional right. Because the power lies on the people and for the people by the people. Makes sense? So if some people feel aggravated, I talk about how some people feel party-wise or otherwise against a certain political party being in power. No, what I'm say. But if someone feel otherwise, like this president, like what they do, not favorable with interest, they got the right for communal state. That's fine. If they get the permission, the clearance from the police, they got the right for common.
Yeah.
If they get the permission from the rights of the police for them to come, that's fine. But the police, at the other hand, not for use live grounds on citizen. That is wrong.
Okay.
Obviously, likewise, the citizen is another right for the state government property. That is totally wrong. The point is, the man will make a point say the what they do na tumu na terrorism as at the correct time 400 times. Me na marry law na Harvard University. I'm not going to license me, but they finish my law program. I hope you get license. And the tell say the act, the word we mean terrorism. You don't even understand the meaning. Now, only an act of terrorism. They are not terrorism. So let's understand the point. Yesterday, they said, waiting and do not terrorism. An act of terrorism, but they are not terrorists. So you need to understand that point. I'm not supporting it's very wrong for poor government institutions. That need to get out of constitution because one of your obligations as a citizen are for respect the laws of the land. You need to abide to the laws of the land. Likewise, again, the one day authority of the powers of the constitution, not for overuse the power of the people. You understand the point? It's a 50-50. Makes sense. So I stand for corrective. I think two people left. I know how some man feel because yes, it is wrong for citizens to attack somebody based on a political party. It's wrong. Everybody forget equal opportunity. Cannot forget about your color, your race, or your religion, or which you believe in a political party, and for Twitter as Sierra Leone. That is fine. But the other hand again, that means man we see them for shoot people and go like the work of God. It is wrong. Power lies on the people, it all lies on the president. They now go to the point. That means sister make a good point, which some others they condemn for no reason. The people in Australia don't get job. Most of them they on petty trading. Electricity is the number one factor we really want to talk of. The government need for like sometimes I always say that the country will not be something not in the country now continuity. When I said that for say continuity not in the country. I left the country the same stadium since 19 something. Another continuity. Some side don't fall apart, some side not get grass, some side some stand they shake. If somebody even shake, that they go even collapse. Now we've got a massive people to go together. But then we will call it a stand piece. Then it is very risky for people and for Libya and got other continuity. The U building is the same. From when they belong from 19 something, it's still the same old U building. Likewise, jobs. The jobs they really know from where I was born and being at Sierra Leone. Now the same old jobs, there are no new jobs not added in the country. Why all those things are happening? We need to know. And so the act of the presidency just come 2 years. Yes, nobody knows the next not come 2 years, but this same president don't burn at Sierra Leone, they don't run out overseas, they don't see the concept. So there's nothing in presidency like, hey, I just come. No, if you feel say just come, then wait. Let the world you let continue. You understand the point? So, but if you can have power, which means we trust you that you can do the job, we don't need you for tell you say, hey, on our patient team. It's necessary for patient, nobody not deny. But you already don't learn this stuff. You know to do person, don't rule as a military man. So you need for you know what I'm trying to say. Me I support nobody. I can always talk as a mean as Sierra Leone. I know the SFP or the PC or the NDC, why they got the vote with conscience. I'm not there to forgive person. I'm not there to forgive the whole nation. But at least if I do my vote, I put the right person will do the job. At least I don't sacrifice my country, I don't get everybody. So I can always say that the president knows me for say because I just kind of power. So no, you just come up but if you don't see how the opposition be the rule. I believe so if you don't tackle them points and then now what's you kind of implementation. Likewise, the people away let finish the point, then if you just give me your point, then that's fine. The last thing I want to say is the people then now the country, like we then face say now then your political party no more for them power. It is 100% wrong. That's they always say. Like if you feel say no more APC no more for rule Sierra Leone, you are wrong. If you feel say SLP no more for rule Sierra Leone, you are wrong. If you feel say NGC no more for rule Sierra Leone, my brother, you are 100% wrong. Power lies on the people. So if you lost election, no mean say you not for adhere or say, oh, that person may not be president. If none of you can apply to SLP people and put on the because you the APC dollars power, no means say you not for respect the law. The law is for everybody, not meant for all the SLP, not meant for APC. It meant for every citizen, being rich or poor. The man. That new system control make on electricity, I support 100%. Electricity is poor. We need nobody need for back the president on that, nobody need for back anybody on that. Minister not perform. You need for go, you don't need for go. Something needs to be there. It's not all about sacking people, it's about doing something so that the thing will be continued. People are able for most of the people in the capital know they live on ice selling, some on ice, they don't get water. Don't be honest with people. Outside they treat the people. People are going to pop and they buy not to the right to pop outside and give them. They're not going to let us go away with that. The checks and balance is not big. That's not something very serious. The water sustainability, inside freedom. I don't blame this president. No, not going to be point that. I declare for saying that Indian and power now. And introduce all what you get in power for make sure say those things they begin for the amen. Water, freedom still suffer with water, irrespective of notice the commercial Guma, the old people on the log pump, and not still enough. People living at the capital, they don't get water. Now even now you have to talk to the president. I don't talk about you don't damage, you don't make whatever. But now you and I need to fix all those loopholes, fix this loophole and try to fix them so that people are able to continue with their life. So like my last point is always have the same. The system point was continuity, sustainability of all those institutions. Like I appreciate that because 11 years war, not a funny thing. And they come back and the country, it fix the countries, and the only two way it can, it's that. So all our institutions in the need for keep alive, still need so that generation and generation and generation will come with a good in Sierra Leone. The man, that's the point. I get more, but maybe other people around call to man all on the line.
Okay, thank you. Somebody has just. Okay, what is the topic about? Is it about the president? Yes, okay. Hello?
William,
Yes, please. You're welcome to SL News Blog.
thank you.
So, you get anything for say about the president's speech or whatever about this country?
Yes, I like the speech where the president gave yesterday. It's about time somebody for team up for Sierra Leone. I don't know why people then in the country where people then so they against progress. That really the gets for me, you know. But I'm glad he waiting a president talk, and I'm glad we get a president who get the best interest of the people of Sierra Leone and of the country itself. I'm really happy about that. I pray that this country turn around. For the one day when they not let the country go before, I pray that the president stand firm and deal with them as the way it should be dealt with. Personally, I'm so glad the way God bless this man I can at this country, then he let this man at this country. I really appreciate that. I really glad for that.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
Yes.
Thanks very much for that kind of statement.
Thank you.
Okay.
I appreciate you putting me on.
Okay. You get anything?
And I'm glad for you, this program, and these people that need, people that need for hearing something positive about Sierra Leone.
No, you get
plenty. And I thank you for coming and standing
plenty positive things in the country.
So say what you feel, and for people that forgive and positive, comments. We don't tire for already. I mean, for hearing all these negative comments where people that we come to one for you want to do something for the country. People that so negative. I don't know why. Your own country, let go forward. Nothing wrong with people. I don't really understand what, how God makes some people there. Really. I'm really glad you come up with this program. I'm really happy about that.
Okay.
So thank you for doing that.
Yeah, thank you.
For we were there abroad.
Yeah.
We left for hearing positive things about the country.
No, honestly speaking, you get plenty positive things in this country. Now, just like when you hold white paper that you earn, then just small per mind drop small side. You didn't even forget about the entire side where you not get per mind, and just that one great side you focus.
Exactly.
Put more the focus on the positive aspects of the country anyway. Thanks very much for contributing.
No, thank you for being there, for coming up with this program.
Okay, thank you.
We appreciate you. I appreciate you.
Okay, thank you.
May God bless you for that.
Amen.
Yeah,
amen.
Amen.
Okay, people are really positive about this country. Honestly, people they really love the country. If we really get others out there where they say the same way, go they oversee the inside Salomon for let spoil your country. And how even this spoiling can take place. Now the people that just spoil your property in the area. Tumbo need hospital. Belle woman go in at the place. Then you say let people go destroy the property. They don't go destroy her now. And this we don't even make about 2 belle woman. I think one die. One day we die. Because remember for rush with person from that place go to Watalu. Government don't make the thing available. Every place get for them just reduce the mortality waiting maternity rates in the country. But anyway, we still go to advise Leoneans and say, go use violence for engage government. You can negotiate, you can dialogue with them. Yes, at times not to all dialogue they will agree if they see say beneficial to the state, you know. So I'll call another person. We say they want to talk.
Hello?
Yes, you're welcome to SL News Blog.
Yeah, thank you, thank you. Yeah.
Thank you also.
My contribution about the president's speech. I don't see anything wrong about the president's speech. You know, we Sierra-Leoneans, once you know like particular party or you know like particular person, any comment where he give or anything where he say you must condemn. Even some people in there some people in there don't like APC, whatever. If an expo maybe say something, they go must condemn. So I don't see anything wrong with the president. And so the other topic for to the lady, we'll talk about Papa Sheki, about waiting Papa Sheki be the do. Since we not born here till we can, people they talk about Papa Sheki. We not see anything where Papa Sheki better thing where Papa Sheki do in our country dey. But let's talk about again the water. If it is time for talk, the water and the light. Okay, the light business. If one president don't come, you go take ship, you can put na sea, say for supply light. Why that money they not be taken, they make boom now, we will supply the whole country and supply Guinea and Liberia where they will able for pay for that particular supply day. But they go take ship, they put on our water for supply the country where boom boom the way go give a power to Sierra Leone and give power to Liberia and Guinea where they will pay for that. You understand them? And this checks and balances again. They need to put everything in place. If any president wake up when they for fetch corruption, and nothing says Sierra Leone will build, they will build Sierra Leone, they will make Sierra Leone. And if the ministers they they get money, they take the money, they go buy houses and oversee, go buy waiting they call oversee. Sierra Leone never for build, we never for make Sierra Leone. The only way we make Sierra Leone now when you get your money, you you invest in your country. Look at, for example, Nigerians. When they get their money, even if in America or any side they take money, they go invest in the country. And then therefore make a law that any president will come if I do more than waiting that other president we don't do. That's my own topic. That's my own waiting and new contribution of this program.
Okay, thanks very much. God bless you. Problem is this media house. Oh, but some fast were reading. I don't even know the one them way they call. Honestly, I can accept any call. I know if you want to know. Most times why they talk, people that really feel say me na party card holder. You know really sabi me. Ask one that way sabi me anyway. But the only thing is we the true we not go better. You know, we not go only better, but the true we they speak them anyway. And you get one back where they claim say na only the one that going to SLPP at the call. Now just simple instruction if you want to contribute for this program. You know, when you not able to follow up the program, you will get problem. I need they call it through SL News Blog. Now me personal Facebook account are they use for call people. So if you want talk, you they send, you they write in the comment column say la add you up. From yonder, I they send message to you through me Facebook, me personal Facebook account, not to through Sierra Leone News Blog. Go now you messenger, you dey see message there. If you not send on the main side, you go send on the message request side. When you see the message, just say hi to me. So by responding to me, don't clearly tell the the system say I can able call you now. So I will call you directly, then you say it whatever you want to say. Let we left for just the blame people because they need to speak something way favor you. It's so very sad, you know. I be Alex say you know they online. Okay. Okay. You're welcome.
Mr. Julius,
You're welcome.
earlier, the
Yeah.
effort, um, um, I don't know how I will tell you thank you. And I will follow up yesterday with your go na chumbo, komotumbo, go na Loshar, where I see everything live, where I really appreciate. And that would my way be say later on, maybe you talk to you follow as them, make you see what you go do. I really appreciate the effort today. And what you want contribute about what the president talked yesterday and what we see in the country. And I believe say since the president become a president, now yesterday he talked like a president who they expect. This speech will be done key if for the long time, and when it comes to only word, if for the action. This alone, holding in the diaspora, we hypocrite past everybody. One guy just write a message na the forum we talk to with the diaspora, we hypocrite, we pretend like we know the suffer na diaspora, we feel we get everything now free, and we incite the people in Africa who they innocent, some of them not even get secondary school education. The only thing they know how to give them na tramadol or pampers, because of that we know the former government or the politician they do. Make the young one they draw, they don't know nothing, they don't even know them left or the right. They use them, when they young picking them, the young brother them, the young sister them, they know gonna street them. They need to incite them. You know, what in that me other brother in the talk, even they give some good idea, but in talk one word me back no agree with. We say what in the president talk yesterday say that word enough for use that word terrorist. Let me tell you what in terrorism. Maybe it will make us educate small. To tell you what in terrorism. So man, they hate somebody because of belief or because of in political party. You go meet he bomb your house for he damage them. What in that? Let me defend that word for with terrorism. And the right word the president used yesterday. Right word. Yesterday, I'm not ever left that man like yesterday because me I know do like me na pro NGC. That mean that everybody know that we the diaspora 80%. But yesterday, at the president who talked about Salon, and this should they expect from that man yesterday. From long time. We come before they say 6 months. If we don't put pepper, would I want to put pepper in a yellow issue? One bet and not to don't tire. We don't tire by hypocrisy. So man, the man who is starting for us are really happy. Would Corona invite everybody. And the president used one word yesterday, one leg. Oh, Ebola come, you know, wait for any invitation. In taking part, you go any side because he loves her. That word, I investigate Asiana too because I know the news. So, if Anes, Colin, or Vice President, Samurai Vice President, anybody on an APC loves Salon, even if he hates Madabio, Salon and you, if you don't take the belt, if I wear it, you go apply. Say this not to Madabio fight. But she don't for insight. The only thing we know say Madabio, that God bless her. And then the all that we always pray God for, that God bless her. The only thing we count in that country we are happy for, why even migrant people will tell her anti-corruption. We carry the push, we do all this confusion. Not talker will be talker. And also all this violence for that thing, apply them deviate the idea for that anti-corruption. I not tell we the money, the house, they all them build, we shall them pull the money because we all the salary then. We sabi them all them within Europe now, almost they pay them. Also, man, we know, even that credit card, you know, you get debts now wrong because you go get position in Africa, you go build house if you say, na magic. So then thing again, if you don't get position, call them, not be can't expect, and one day up to Salon, since we born inside the 70s, stay now, we no one day see government, who can ask, can't tell me, I make your office. So that's why that God bless Madabio because nothing, even in if you not be careful, you go better. Because if he might come up, other person for can ask him. A fishing all Salomia, all love Salon,
Exactly.
it will be better.
Exactly.
In Grand Picking, this year, we also support Marabio. You hate them, it is SLPP back, you know, they say SLPP back, it is other party back. Yes, na Salon, the better for Salon. This progress, so this man don't count to all for say, we have no see love Salon for them put hand. When I say hypocrisy, talk. You know, and now this man talk like president. The pray Goroti talk like you are exactly. Let's see. So man, if I kill dog before dog, let you say daddy. Now only one thing I know say except people they peaceful, they law abide, they believe in court. But sometimes you know not for except people not for going to court. So man have for beat and a street like you know say daddy. You know, so then that man he talked yesterday like soldier. He talked yesterday, like say, now yesterday I know say, you still put in combat it. You know, but with the pray God to pray one. So then, now the only contribution I get, I really appreciate again. You have to tell thank you because other man go and contribute, so I know all the line. So thank you for a good job. We follow up. Now we see what you go on. But the word of the president talked yesterday, we pray God let you exactly. Now we see. And when we don't start for God, we will watch you under the car. We follow the Kundu, no China, we follow the president.